Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what people can read from your eyes. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Take a look at all the piles and see which one you are most drawn to energetically. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have this tiger's eye. And we have the Goddess of Magic. For pile number 2, we have Amazonite. And we have the Essence of All Buddhas. And for pile number 3, we have Apatite. And we have the Goddess of Never Not Broken. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, there may be more messages there for you. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Tiger's Eye Crystal and the Goddess of Magic, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what people can read from your eyes. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. But please also note what people read from your eyes may or may not be true. This is kind of just entertainment purposes, okay? So keep that in mind. But before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to today's sponsorship, Keen. Many of you have asked me recently for personal readings, but unfortunately I'm not available for any right now. So I have brought you the next best thing, Keen. Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself who are available 24 hours a day. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers each have unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding of your situation. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. Getting confirmation or a second opinion from someone who can give you a straightforward answer is always best. And as a tarot reader, I can tell you that it is very hard reading tarot for myself sometimes, as sometimes it doesn't make sense or is unclear. So even I resort to Keen. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my recent experience on Keen. I asked about my love life with my person. She explained to me how devoted he is and that our connection is only getting stronger and better, helping us to build a strong foundation that will only deepen moving into the holidays. She also mentioned us making future plans together no later than February, lol. But we've already started, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds then. She also mentioned that he's very loyal towards the ones he loves and that he doesn't even know what he did to get so lucky to be with me. She mentioned that I changed his world and that he feels like a little kid around me, which is so cute. Lastly, she said that she can see me getting married with him in the future and us having a home together where everyone will always gather together. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was so accurate and on point. Though you can get any type of reading from these readers depending on what you are looking for. I'm so grateful for the reading I got from Keen through their amazing and gifted psychic tarot readers. That's why it's still best to get a personal psychic reading because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, You can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description to save big on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this beautiful opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. Okay, so we're going to start out by using the Divine Feminine Oracle. So, Spirit Guides of my pile, number ones, what people can read from their eyes. It's too many cards. Can I please have 2 cards for what people can read from their eyes, please? So we have Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, with I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. And we have the morning star with my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. At the back of the deck, we have love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot to just get some tarot cards for extra information. So what people can read from my pile number one's eyes, please. Spirit Guides of pile number 1. So we have the Magician. So interesting because you chose the Goddess of Magic. So cool. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Chariot. What people can read from my pile number one's eyes. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Moon. We have the Hierophant. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the High Priestess. Okay, and then at the back of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. So what people can tell, what people can read from your eyes. I'm seeing past life connections to Egypt here with Isis. This may not be what people totally consciously notice in your eyes or read in your eyes, but maybe you have something within you that reminds them of Egypt when they look in your eyes, where they don't consciously think past life, but maybe if they're spiritual, they will. And I'm seeing this deep connection to nature and to Mother Earth, to the animals, to children, to human beings. So what people can tell from your eyes is that you have a lot of light within you and that you care for all beings on earth. You care for the earth as if it is a living being, which it is. And you care for all the plants, all the animals. You just have a very caring heart. As we know, the eyes are the window to the soul. People can see you have a very caring heart. There is a certain playfulness in your eyes, lightheartedness, where it's like we can be silly, we can let out a little bit of our quote-unquote weird side, and I say that with playfulness, not to offend anyone. Because I'm seeing someone like be a little bit silly and playful and not take themselves too seriously, not take life too seriously. So people find that they find a sort of lightheartedness in your eyes. There's something here about social media that I'm picking up on. So people may find that you're quite photogenic and people may be very drawn to your eyes when you post pictures on Instagram, Facebook, if you ever post videos on TikTok, There's something about you being quite photogenic and catching people's eyes and attention. And it comes to you quite naturally, even when you're out in public. Well, this is what people read from your eyes. Like, even when you're out in public, you have that glamorous type of energy. And when I tapped into energy, I heard the song Fabulous from High School Musical by Sharpay. So there is this fabulousness when it comes to you, regardless of your gender or like a certain type of glamorousness. People can tell you have a good sense of humor from looking in your eyes. That's what I'm getting here. And people can also tell or they can read that you have a certain type of flirtatiousness in your eyes, a seductiveness in your eyes, because here it reads, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So people can tell that you are very comfortable with your inner sensuality and you view it as we're human beings. Or, well, this is what people tell. I don't know if it's true. You view it as we're all human beings with a sensuality to us. And it's literally the energy of creation. It's literally the energy of our life force energy. And I feel like some of you understand that we can use our sensual energy to create, either physically or use it in creative abilities. So some may think that you're quite creative with your ideas or that you're actually creative and have certain creative hobbies like painting, art, music, seeing pottery. I'm seeing even baking or makeup, fashion, cooking, or just creative ideas, creative energy in general. And people can tell that you're someone going back to the seductiveness, like you have a flirtatiousness in your eyes. Sometimes when people talk to you and look at you, they assume that you're flirting with them because of the way your eyes look. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but you have a flirtatiousness in your eyes. Okay, and you also have a softness in your eyes. It's like you appreciate softness, gentleness, and picking up on Empress energy. And it's funny because the Empress is that life force energy of creation. Going back to flirtatiousness, I'm seeing someone bat their eyes and get whatever they want, like princess treatment for some of you. Yeah, I'm getting that. And people think you look quite good with eye makeup. If you ever wear eyeliner, they think your eyelashes look really good. Even if you don't wear any mascara or like fake lashes or extensions, they think your eyelashes look very pretty. But if you do, there's just this glamorous kind of energy to your eyes. But people also think you have quite a natural beauty to your eyes, where even if you just wear lipstick, it kind of brings out your eyes, or blush, or even if you wear no makeup at all, there's just something beautiful about your eyes. Some of you have brown eyes that remind people of a kind of forest, but also a sunset. I'm getting sunset energy. Some of you have like eyes when it's brown eyes, but then when you're in the sun, it kind of has like a reddish tone to it, or like a sunsetty tone to it. I hope that sounds correct. Some of you have hazel or green eyes. Take this as it resonates because this is a general reading. Yeah, people can tell that you're a master manifester. That's a aspect Spirit wants to touch on and emphasize on. Whether you are actually someone that practices magic or whether you're someone that just believes there's magic in everything around you, magic in the beauty of the world. Because when you think about it, um, the world was created, with such beauty. And sometimes we can get lost in seeing the negative lights of the world because of everything that happens in the world. But when you truly look at the world and the beautiful nature we have, how we as humans are perfectly created to survive and to be healthy, and everything around, like nature, the animals. It's like you truly appreciate the beauty and the creation of life. Your energy kind of reminds me of Mother Earth, or maybe you have a connection to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. The reason I say so is because she does embody Empress energy, and in my visions of her, she's so beautiful. And like she has that very earthy energy, of course, but in my visions of her, I've seen her with like leaves all over her, and she's so beautiful. And I like saw her creating the earth almost, not saying that it's true, but it's metaphor for, how the earth breeds itself, the cycles of life and death on the earth. Long story short, you remind me of her energy. Or you may have this energy within you where maybe she's a guide around you, maybe she's helping you. Because what she showed me is that we are here to create. We are here to create our realities. And I'm seeing a similar energy within your pile, like creating our realities, believing that it's possible to create our dreams to come to life. Definitely a connection to Egypt, Mayan culture. Maybe some of you are from Japan. You have a certain type of effect on people from your eyes, that makes people a little bit shy, especially if there's a flirtatiousness, like if people are crushing on you. You have a certain type of effect on them to make them a little bit shy, but in a good way, where it's like you catch them off guard, because even if they're not a shy person, you just have that effect, where it's almost like you want to make people want to blush. And I'm getting like you also have a certain type of effect on people where you make things more playful and lighthearted. And, when I've read stories of Isis, goddess of magic, she was able to heal people, but also, do the opposite. So, what I'm getting from you is you have maybe the ability to, I say this very lightly, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe you have the ability to kind of quote unquote destroy people if you wanted to, if they did you wrong, if they really hurt you and betrayed you, or just did you wrong in general. I saw the number 444 and a snake, and this vibe of do not mess with me, do not play with me. Like, I may be kind, I may be gentle. Like, people definitely pick up on a kindness and gentleness within your eyes, and people feel you have such a good energy, maybe even a healing energy full of light. But it's like, do not play with me, do not mess with me. But although you have that ability, it's like you choose to not do that, and you choose to recognize the suffering in others and see, oh, okay, this person was hurt. This is why they did this to me. This person, though it's not an excuse for what they did and their actions hurt you, it's like you can recognize the suffering in them that caused them to be that way. Because in some people, you can see they're not emotionally intelligent. I hope you get what I mean. Like, they don't fully understand how their actions affect others, but you're still able to be compassionate to even those that have hurt you. You're still able to see the pain in them that caused them to put pain on others. And that's what people can read from your eyes, whether it is true or not. And here with the Five of Cups, we see, I just noticed this now, we see her pouring this kind of cup down into the earth, and then having this cup next to her that is so colorful, but the atmosphere is kind of dark and gloomy. So it's like a choice with the Two of Swords to release that. So people can tell you've maybe had certain disappointments in your life, certain things that really broke your heart, but you've made a choice to release that, to heal yourself from that. Picking up on Chiron energy, the wounded healer, and how you first go on initiation to heal yourself, and then you have an ability to heal others. But it's like you've made a choice to let go of it, to release it, and to take the color back into your life, to create color back into your life, to create joy back into your life. Because even here we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about lessons, but we see him laughing, we see a playfulness here, and you're able to walk up the steps to your evolution and to your growth, and to let go of all suffering behind you, to leave it down the stairs and to walk up the stairs and go towards where you truly want to go and not carry that with you. So it's like in your eyes, people can tell you've been through pain. People can tell you've learned harsh lessons. And it's almost like I'm clairvoyantly seeing tears form out of her eyes. But you're able to let that go and able to walk up the stairs and go towards your own evolution and create the life you truly want. Create memories in your life you truly want with people surrounding you. And it's not to say that you have compassion for people and you still keep them in your life, because we saw 444 and like the snake, you transform from it, but they don't get a second chance around you once they betray your trust. So people can tell you have a self-respect. And people can tell you're truly able to be your authentic self in the world. You're not afraid to show who you truly are and to be seen. And that takes a lot of courage and bravery to be able to do that, but also let go of our pain and have compassion for even those that have hurt us. Because it's easy to go the opposite end. Like, I've even had certain times in my life where I've wanted to go the opposite end and be angry and hold on to that. But it doesn't do anything for us at the end of the day to hold on to that. And I think that's something you maybe understand. That's what people can tell when they read your eyes. I'm picking up on an activeness within this pile, like maybe you like to move around, maybe you like to move your body a lot. I'm seeing someone like to dance, I'm seeing someone like to just move their body around, like you're very active. That's what people can tell when they look in your eyes. And when you smile, there's a beauty in your eyes. It's like there's a smile in your eyes. I hope that makes sense. You know how the eyes are the windows to the soul? People can tell you truly have beauty within your soul. And there's this very regal energy from this pile. It's like you're to be treated like royalty, to be respected. And it's not in a way where it's like demanding respect, like, okay, you can choose what you want to do, but I'm going to choose who I want around me at the end of the day. People can tell you're quite independent when they look into your eyes. They can tell you inspire a lot of people, and you kind of light up people's fires of passion as you're around them. You know how to get people outside of their comfort zone and get people a little bit more lighthearted and playful. People can tell that you have quite a big purpose or quite big talents or gifts within this lifetime. Some of you are very intuitive with the moon and the high priestess, or a lot of you are. You have gifts of healing, gifts of being able to not just manifest, but I'm seeing this energy of like being able to maneuver things around in our reality. It's not magic per se, it's more so changing the energy around. Yeah. So what do I mean by this? I mean, let's say you're in a situation. Um, let's just use this example. Let's say someone says a really rude comment to you and you quickly laugh about it. that laughter is able to throw that person off and completely change the energy, where maybe they disliked you at first, now they like you. Does that make sense? That's just a silly example, but that's like changing the energy around. People just tell you have a lot of playfulness and lightheartedness within you, and you're like that star that shines bright. You know your worth. Well, maybe that's taken a journey to get there, but you know that you shine bright. And it's like you extend a hand to others to show how they shine too in their own way. But because you shine so bright, that sometimes may attract jealousy, but we're not going to focus on that today. I think people really like the way your eyes look when you smile, when you laugh, or when you're just a little bit more playful and lighthearted. People can tell from your eyes that you are very warm and loving and kind. I keep getting that. And you're able to level up within your own life again and again and again and again, and follow what your heart truly wants and transform your reality. People can tell you look at certain situations, people, things with depth, with emotion, that you feel things deeply. When they look into your eyes, there's this connection to the moon and the lunar energies. Some of you could have quite round eyes with the moon, maybe not all of you, or eyes that are quite big, whereas some of you have more smaller eyes. But I'm also getting like sometimes your eye makeup looks really good. Like I keep picking up on that. People can tell from your eyes that you've changed a lot of things within your life, where certain situations where you were unsatisfied or you were not happy with the situation, you're able to be curious towards it and create change and grow from it and learn from it. People can also tell like that lighthearted energy I felt is there, but then I feel like you also, well, I don't know if this is true, but people think that sometimes like you can get bored easily, not of people, but more so of doing the same thing every day. Like maybe you're not one to like routine. Maybe you're not one to like to do the same thing every day or eat the same thing every day. Like you like to switch things up and make it more interesting. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing that. And I'm seeing it's kind of like you follow your own cycles and you honor your own emotions through every day. Like, okay, today I feel like doing this. Today I feel like doing this. And you kind of follow that intuitively. Some of you, I know this is about eyes, but some people think you have really nice nails. Like, I'm seeing someone pose for a picture and their nails are on their face, and then their eyes also look nice. I don't know who that's for. But yeah, this was your reading pile 1. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Amazonite crystal and the essence of all Buddhas, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what people can read from your eyes. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Please also note that what people can read from your eyes may or may not necessarily be true, because we're looking at people here, so keep that in mind. But before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to today's sponsorship, Keen. Many of you have asked me recently for personal readings, but unfortunately I'm not available for any right now. So I have brought you the next best thing, Keen. Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself who are available 24 hours a day. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers each have unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding of your situation. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. Getting confirmation or a second opinion from someone who can give you a straightforward answer is always best. And as a tarot reader, I can tell you that it is very hard reading tarot for myself sometimes, as sometimes it doesn't make sense or is unclear. So even I resort to Keen. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my recent experience on Keen. I asked about my love life with my person. She explained to me how devoted he is and that our connection is only getting stronger and better, helping us to build a strong foundation that will only deepen moving into the holidays. She also mentioned us making future plans together no later than February, lol. But we've already started, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds then. She also mentioned that he's very loyal towards the ones he loves and that he doesn't even know what he did to get so lucky to be with me. She mentioned that I changed his world and that he feels like a little kid around me, which is so cute. Lastly, she said that she can see me getting married with him in the future and us having a home together where everyone will always gather together. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was so accurate and on point. Though you can get any type of reading from these readers depending on what you are looking for. I'm so grateful for the reading I got from Keen through their amazing and gifted psychic tarot readers. That's why it's still best to get a personal psychic reading because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description to save big on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this beautiful opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. So for some reason, your energy kind of reminds me of Kali and this energy of rebirth. And I'm also getting people may think that you have an ability to steal people's hearts. Okay, let's go ahead and add your cards. So we have the Divine Feminine Oracle we're using. So Spirit Guides on my pile number 2s. Spirit Guides on my pile number 2s. What people can read from their eyes, please. So we have Warrior of Light. I have steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. And then we have the Mystic of Divine Love. Love is divine and I am nothing except love. Interesting. And at the back of the deck, we have the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. I think I spoke a little bit about this in pile 1 if you were drawn. Or that may just be a similarity in your piles. So now let's go ahead and use your tarot cards. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot just for extra information. So what people can read from their eyes, please. 10 of Swords reverse. What people can read from their eyes. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Emperor. What people can read from their eyes, please. What people can read from their eyes. We have the Tower. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have Temperance. Okay, interesting. At the back of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So, in this pile, when I mentioned some physical features about your eyes, just take it as it resonates because some of it may not resonate, but maybe some things people see in your eyes may resonate. Just keep that in mind. Um, and if you were drawn to other piles, there could be other messages there. So I'm seeing monolid eyes or hooded eyes. I'm seeing brown eyes that remind people of the earth, like beautiful like the earth, when you have growth, maybe even like a forest, or like this. I'm seeing this rusted brown that reminds people kind of gold. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I am. Beautiful blue eyes that remind people of the ocean. I'm seeing doe eyes or bigger eyes. Kind of like Billie Eilish, her eyes. I don't know how to explain that. Some of you have more dreamy eyes. That's what I'm getting from the purple here. Some of you have like this kind of sparkle in your eye. And when you get excited about things, there's like a sparkle in your eye. People can tell there's a lot of emotion behind your eyes. And when you talk to people, they can tell that you're interested in what they have to say. But sometimes you wear your emotion on your eyes. So, like, let's say someone is bothering you and, like, you're just not in the mood to talk to a stranger right now. Like, they can tell in your eyes and your facial expressions, like, you don't want to talk to them. But that's for situations where, like, they're bothering you or they're just, you know how some strangers will come and bother you and just, I don't know how to describe that. Feel something in my throat chakra. So it's something you don't necessarily have to say, but they can see it and then they're like, oh, okay, let me leave. But other than that, people can tell you're truly interested in what they have to say when they look into your eyes. Like they can see a curiosity in your eyes where you want to know more. You're very intrigued by people and their minds and their brains and the way people work. That's what people tell from your eyes. People think your eyes have quite a natural beauty to it, where even if you do wear makeup, it looks beautiful, but then you don't really need it. Like they think your eyes have a natural beauty. Okay, so I'm getting that you have the Akashic records within your eyes. What do I mean by this? As we know, eyes are the windows to the soul. When people look into your eyes, they may see into your Akashic records. And it's reminding me of this one day where I was looking at someone close to me, and then I was almost like seeing a keyhole to unlock them. And I didn't know what that meant that time. It was like a few years ago. And I didn't unlock them because I was like, no, I respect their privacy. But it's kind of like Spirit is telling me that's unlocking and looking into people's Akashic records. I'm not sure if it's true per se, but Spirit is telling me like when people look into your eyes, it's almost like they can see into your Akashic records or your past lives if they are intuitive. And it won't get shown to them if they're intuitive and they have negative intentions towards you. But it's almost like I'm being taken back to the era where what Marie, I don't know her surname. The woman that was like, let's eat cake. I'm being taken back to that era. I'm being taken back to like more warrior like eras. Asia. Maybe some of you are from Asia right now or have roots back to Asia in your ancestry. I'm picking up on like things in Europe, Italy, Rome, Paris. Maybe that's your ancestry for some of you, or like you've had past lives there. Quite interesting. I'm also picking up on like mystical energies in your eyes, like you've had past lives as healers, as nurses, as doctors, or kind of like healing people with the earth's medicine. I'm seeing that like medicine woman, medicine man, shamanism. When people look into your eyes, I'm even seeing associations with the church. I know not all of you are religious, but you could have been like a priest or a priestess in a past life. So interesting. I don't think people consciously realize it, but maybe when they look in your eyes, it reminds them of something in that era. But I don't think they think too deeply in it, if that makes sense. There's something about your eyes reminding people of candy, where you're sweet like candy. I love that. I'm seeing the Candyman video by Christina Aguilera. I don't know what that song's about. Let me just see. I'm also picking up on an era like where there were like horses instead of cars. I don't know what that era would be. I don't know. I'm sorry. If you know, let me know down in the comments. And I'm seeing Mexico, Spain, and I'm seeing also past lives where you were more back in the day, like I don't know where this would be, but where you were more in nature or around like tropical beaches or something, or around foresty areas. I don't know quite how to describe it, but I see it before technology, of course. I see it before there were like cities, before there were towns or villages. It was kind of like people living and being in touch with the earth and not necessarily. I don't see a lot of people around you here. It's like there are some people, but a small amount of people, and you're all taking care of each other. And it's like way back. I don't know when this is, but you're using the earth. You're getting all your food from the earth. There's men in this group that are hunting, and the women are getting like, I'm seeing healing, like are able to heal, are able to use these plants to heal, are able to use these plants to and have all the knowledge of what these plants are and what they're used for. I keep seeing that. Okay, so the song Candyman. Okay. Well, she talks about like him having lips like sugar cane and kissing him, and he's dangerous, a boy with charm, sweet talking, sugar coated man. So I don't know, like maybe maybe people pick up on like a flirtatiousness from you for some of you, or like this vibe of you being almost like very charming, where you can steal people's hearts and sweet talk them. I don't know if that's true or not, but I definitely feel there's a lot of sweetness in this pile and a very powerful energy too. Sweet but powerful at the same time. Like warrior, warrioress vibes. That's what people see when they look into your eyes. And although you have this sweetness to you, you also have this armor around you. Like, do not F with me. Do not mess with me. When people look in your eyes, it's like, I don't know how to describe this without, like, I promise I'm not trying to offend you here, but you know that song Sweet by But Psycho? And I'm seeing like a woman laugh, right? When someone, okay, let's say a man cheats on her and then she starts laughing and then he gets scared because it's like he expected her to get angry at that moment, and then she like cuts him out so quickly, and it's like, I don't think that would be considered psycho, but you get what I mean. It's like, I don't know how to describe that energy, but I'm seeing someone laugh like that, and then it catches people off guard. So it's giving me the energy like I'm hearing fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, put the blame on what, I don't know that song. And it's kind of like, okay, you mess up the first time. Okay, maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but you mess up the second time. Like, I'm gone. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. I don't know. And I won't even look back. You won't even hear from me again. You'll expect me to react a certain way, but I won't give you that reaction and I'll walk away. And you'll never get that same me again. because like it's almost like you look at yourself as a blessing, and you are. And if they mess up, they never get that blessing back. And that's true. I do see that. People can tell you're very protected by angels, by your spirit guides, by your spirit team, by ancestors. When people look into your eyes, they can tell you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Also, dating back to past lives, something about soul contracts is coming up within this pile. Ah, okay. So spirit is showing me certain people have looked into your eyes, and maybe it's not something they consciously see, but it goes to their subconscious mind. Like you two have a soul contract together. And then maybe when they look in your eyes, they won't say, oh, soul contract. Maybe they'll feel a sense of deja vu because they have past lives with you, or a part of their soul remembers that soul contract with you if it's not a past life connection, where it feels like a sense of deja vu, and it feels like when they look into your eyes, there's a sort of purpose for meeting you, but they can't quite put their finger on it or describe it in words. It's more of a feeling that can't be described in words, but when I look at it, of course, I'm reading down to the root of it, soul contracts. And then I'm also seeing the soul contracts burning. So you've had certain connections with people that were more so karmic, and when you ended that cycle, the soul contract burned. And it's almost like I'm looking into your eyes and seeing the soul contract burn. And it makes sense because here we have the Tower and the Eight of Cups with her doing a burning bowl ritual and letting something go that is behind her, that is past her, and transforming from the situation, growing from the situation with the Tower. It wasn't easy, it was very chaotic, but you grew from it, and it was a catalyst to your transformation and to your growth and to you healing yourself and finding that wisdom within. Okay, but I'm also seeing certain soul contracts that are much more loving, where you're meant to share divine love with each other. And when they look in your eyes, all they feel is this divine love. And this sense of deja vu, and the sense of like, I have a purpose for meeting you, but I don't think they necessarily know how to describe that. When you look into certain people's eyes and you just click with them, and you can tell that you two are going to have a connection, whether it's platonic, romantic, like you can just tell this person's going to change your world. That's what people sometimes feel when they look into your eyes. And sometimes it's more short lived, where it's like a short soul contract where you fulfill something within their life in one day, or you grow something within their aura energetically from you just being in their presence, and then after that they go on their way and they needed that from you, where maybe like they helped you in a past life with something one time, now you help them. It's kind of giving me that energy. For some reason I'm seeing a rooster, I don't know what that's about, and a dragon. People can tell when they look into your eyes, there's a softness but also a strength at the same time, a softness within your strength. When people look into your eyes, all they feel is love. Um, Sometimes people may even fall in love with your eyes, like the dreaminess within your eyes. Um, it's like people can kind of get lost in your eyes. You have a little bit of a hypnotizing types of eyes. Um, that's what I see here. I keep seeing growth, transformation, rebirth. That's what people see in your eyes, and the way you've liberated yourself from certain karmic situations that were in your life, certain things you've wanted to let go of. Ten of Swords reverse. You no longer want to hold on to betrayals of the past, things of the past that have held you down, that have made you feel suffocated in some way, getting the feeling of suffocation or stuckness or stagnancy. But you've liberated yourself from that. And I feel like maybe when people look in your eyes, They see that even your pain is sacred. And I say that with a grain of salt, not to offend you, but it's like you've grown from it, you've learned from it, you've gained wisdom from it. And maybe some of you view it in the way of, if I never went through that, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't have got certain opportunities I have now due to the wisdom I've learned, due to the knowledge I've learned from that. And although it was painful, it hurt my heart. It may have felt like it broke me, but I'm never broken. Why did I say that? That's pile three's energy. Maybe some of you will also relate to pile three if you were drawn. People can tell that you're a very, very busy bee from your eyes. Like you like to be busy and um, you're busy creating your own successes, whether that's within your goals. I'm seeing someone be very much focused on their physical health and fitness, or on certain goals you have, certain opportunities you want to bring in career wise or financially. Maybe some can tell you have a nurturing energy, like a motherly or fatherly energy, or you are very family orientated. And you want to care for your kids, for some of you that have kids, and really teach them and help them grow up, you know, where that is your goal. I'm seeing some of you, yeah, it's like people can tell you have a focusedness within your eyes. When you focus on something, there's a determination to get through to the end. But not just to get through to the end, but to also enjoy the journey as it unfolds, as it grows. That's what I'm getting here. People can tell there's a patience within your eyes, that there's this angelic light within your eyes. Maybe they see you as a little bit angelic, or they see your angels in your aura and therefore in your eyes. Um, where it's like, okay, maybe if you don't relate to being angelic, maybe you have your angels in your aura, because sometimes our angels will be there in our aura and we can physically feel it if we are clairsentient, or like if you're clairvoyant, you can see it. Does that make sense? Because the eyes are the window to the soul. Like, I'm picking up some of you if you haven't had children yet. Some of you, if you want children, you have baby angels or a baby angel in your aura or something. That's a specific message for someone here. People see stars within your eyes. I keep seeing angels, 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 angels. People can tell that although there's a softness within your eyes, there's also a hardness. What do I mean by this? Strength. Strength, yeah. What else, Spirit? Is there anything else here? You go to the own beat of your own drum and you accept all situations as they are. Maybe that has been a lesson for you within this lifetime, to allow things to come into fruition the way it's supposed to, maybe not the way we expect. Although it sometimes disappoints us or hurts us, you know, we can't change another person's free will, and we can't necessarily have everything go our way. So maybe you have come to accept the life you have right now and how things have unfolded, even if it's not the way you expected. But maybe you can see beauty within it. I'm seeing the apple. I don't know what that means. And I'm seeing a third eye. So people can maybe tell you're intuitive. It's almost like I'm looking at her and I'm seeing a third eye form in her, if that makes sense. I know there's a jewel here, but I'm seeing it like form clairvoyantly. Um, so people that are more intuitive, maybe when they look into your eyes, it's almost like they see an intuition or a celestial energy within your eyes, or maybe they see actual third eye. I don't know. Um, oh, I was also seeing Finding Nemo when she's like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And I was seeing perfume, Christmas. I know we're doing eyes, but maybe you smell good. And being an open book, being very honest and truthful, you have honest and truthful and trustworthy eyes. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Apatite crystal and the goddess of Never Not Broken, everything happens for my liberation. I choose to only become more love. This is what it says. This reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what people can read from your eyes. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Especially if I go to physical features of your eyes. And please also know this is what people read from your eyes. So what shows up may or may not be true. So keep that in mind. But before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to today's sponsorship, Keen. Many of you have asked me recently for personal readings, but unfortunately I'm not available for any right now. So I have brought you the next best thing, Keen. Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself who are available 24 hours a day. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers each have unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding of your situation. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. Getting confirmation or a second opinion from someone who can give you a straightforward answer is always best. And as a tarot reader, I can tell you that it is very hard reading tarot for myself sometimes, as sometimes it doesn't make sense or is unclear. So even I resort to Keen. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my recent experience on Keen. I asked about my love life with my person. She explained to me how devoted he is and that our connection is only getting stronger and better, helping us to build a strong foundation that will only deepen moving into the holidays. She also mentioned us making future plans together no later than February, lol. But we've already started, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds then. She also mentioned that he's very loyal towards the ones he loves and that he doesn't even know what he did to get so lucky to be with me. She mentioned that I changed his world and that he feels like a little kid around me, which is so cute. Lastly, she said that she can see me getting married with him in the future and us having a home together where everyone will always gather together. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was so accurate and on point. Though you can get any type of reading from these readers depending on what you are looking for. I'm so grateful for the reading I got from Keen through their amazing and gifted psychic tarot readers. That's why it's still best to get a personal psychic reading because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description to save big on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this beautiful opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. Okay, so we're going to use the Divine Feminine Oracle first. So Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s. Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s. What people can tell from their eyes, what people can read from their eyes. So we have the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. So interestingly enough, this came out in pile 1 and 2. So this is a theme within all 3 piles. And we have the Mystic of Peace. I am peace when my mind is clear. The way is clear. Beautiful. And then at the back of the deck, we have the Prophetess of the Sacred Way. With my heart as a compass, my path of love is true abundance. Okay, so now we're going to use your tarot. There's already a card. We're using the Light Seers Tarot. So this is the Hermit. Interesting. So, spirit guides of pile number 3, what people can read from their eyes, please. What people can read from their eyes. We have the Two of Swords, the Chariot. These two cards came out in pile 1 if you were drawn. If not, that's okay. We have the Sun. So interesting. I think your pile's a little bit different. 5 of Pentacles. The Lovers. We have the Six of Wands. What people can read from their eyes, please. 7 of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Pile 1 also had Queen of Wands. You may relate to pile 1 if you were drawn. At the back of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. So for this pile, I'm picking up on big, beautiful eyes, Bambi eyes, deer eyes, like a kind of innocence and cuteness within your eyes. I'm picking up people really like your eyelashes and the way your eyes look from the side as I look at this card and here. If you ever wear eyeliner or mascara, that could be something people are really drawn to. Or there's something about eye makeup accentuating the beauty of your eyes. So, like for example, some of you, if you have beautiful brown eyes, something about brown eyeshadow or eyeshadow that pops the brown out. I don't know how to describe it, but I hope you understand. Makes it look good. Or if some of you have blue eyes, like blue eyeshadow look good on you. Some of you have more like a darker eyes color. I'm also seeing monolid eyes, hooded eyes, and big, beautiful eyes. Like big eyes. What else, Spirit? In all 3 piles, I saw natural beauty when it comes to the eyes, but also you look good with eye makeup if you ever wear eye makeup or eyeliner. And sometimes, like, the natural makeup look also looks nice on you. I'm also picking up on purple or glittery eyeshadows or something like that for some of you. I'm seeing spaceships, star seeds. I don't know if some of you would label yourself that or could consider yourself to have like past lives as other beings, aliens, because I'm seeing aliens and hologram beings and spaceships and things like that. But I'm also seeing something. I don't know if I've seen this in a movie. I'm seeing it like when I look at this. It's almost like you're in this bubble and you're flying around in this bubble and there's a bunch of other big bubbles like um like the bubbles we blow as kids. I'm seeing that and like bubble gum popping. I don't know. So there's like a cuteness when it comes to your eyes and an innocence in your eyes, like a childhood wonder, and maybe something relating back to past lives, relating to ET beings if you believe in that. If not, that's okay. I'm seeing Disney princesses like Brave, Disney princesses that are quite empowering. The story of them is empowering in some way and shows bravery and strength in some way. I'm not sure what else. Going back to that alien thing, I'm seeing like aliens in holograms and things like that. So, the eyes are the windows to the soul. If some of you relate to starseeds, maybe people see certain past lives you have. But I'm also seeing a fairy-like energy within your eyes. Like you almost give off the energy of a fairy and this childlike wonder of the world. It's like your inner child is still within you. There's something about a connection to music, the arts, and poetry. You could have a very harmonious way of speaking, is what people could read from your eyes, or that you speak in this way that is sort of like poetry and very beautiful. Okay, and I'm seeing something about, I don't know, I'm picking up on my grandma's energy and how she used to play the piano. And as I look at this, it's taking me back to a memory clairvoyantly of her writing out the lyrics and things, and she was very creative. So some of you could be sort of like my grandma that has passed on, where she was very creative. She liked to bake, she liked to cook, she liked to paint. She did all kinds of creative things. Maybe some of you are creative and people pick up on a creativity within your eyes, or a love for the arts and music and poetry, things like that. Or maybe that's a connection to past lives too, since the eyes are the windows to the soul. I'm picking up on the Greek muses and the seven star sisters of Pleiades. I think the Greek muses showed in Hercules, but I'm seeing them like clairvoyantly. They may be around you energetically, or you may kind of remind people of a muse in some way where you inspire others. Okay, so I'm seeing the returning of soul fragments. This may be a little bit deep, but I feel certain past lives you've had on Earth where I'm seeing a witch wound. This is not going to resonate for everyone, but I'm seeing certain past lives where you were mystics, where you were very in touch with your intuition and the earth, or very in touch with, I wouldn't say magic, but it's not necessarily magic, but more of the understanding of the occult and the spiritual realms. Um, it's like you had a wisdom within that and you knew a lot of knowledge. And I'm seeing someone, I don't really want to say this, but I'm seeing someone here. If you've been wondering about this, this is your confirmation. This is not for everyone. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Don't force the message. Someone here has passed on due to that, like where people offed you due to that in a past life, or some of you have experienced very harsh past lives since the eyes are the windows to the soul. Maybe people don't consciously see this, but people pick up on it energetically. Um, Almost as if you've gone through pain, but I don't feel it's just this life. I feel there's soul fragments returning within this life from past lives. And part of it has to do with, if you relate to that mystical witch wound, becoming authentic within that, where you allow yourself to be more mystical and magical within this lifetime. And if you do relate to being more mystical, it's like you chose to incarnate in this lifetime to be able to share that with the world freely without having to hide that side of you. I'm also seeing certain past lives with painful childbirth, or just painful stories from past lives that seemed like it would have almost broken you, but you never break. What is that song by Sia? I am titanium, I'm hearing it. So people pick up on a strength within your eyes, and I'm just picking up on certain past lives where Spirit's not giving me specifics, but certain past lives that were very harsh, that were very hard lives, and you didn't necessarily go through easy things. And there are certain soul fragments relating back to those past lives and this life that you've come to incarnate on earth and return those soul fragments. So, what I do know from soul fragments, I'm not an expert on it, but what I have channeled and what I do know is from research is that sometimes when we go through certain traumas, and I think I've dealt with returning of soul fragments, when we go through certain traumas, it's like a part of our soul stays there, and then we have to retrieve that soul fragment and go back to that wounded part of ourselves and return those soul fragments and heal that part of ourselves to return the soul fragments and bring ourselves back to wholeness, coming back to the self. So I think that's a lot of what's happening within this lifetime, this coming back home to yourself and coming back to wholeness within, returning back all the soul fragments. I'm also seeing Venus energy, past lives back to Venus. I don't know if that could be true, but I'm just seeing it. And I'm seeing certain past lives where you were really hungry, where you had no food. I don't know what that is about. Anyways, the eyes are the windows to the soul. This may not be what people pick up on consciously, but like I said, maybe people can tell from your eyes there is a pain that your soul has gone through, wounds your soul has gone through, but those wounds don't make you broken. That's what people see in your eyes. Those wounds don't make you broken. You have a lot of this true strength within you, and you're liberating yourself from that in this lifetime. This light behind her kind of reminds me of an eclipse. And when we think of eclipses, we think of transformations. So people see a huge transformational experience within your eyes. And it's not just a normal transformation, it's huge, it's big. Okay. I'm picking up on the movie Twitches. Yeah, this is very magical energies in this pile, mystical energies. And I'm hearing the song by Kali Uchis, Coming Home, where she talks about coming back home to herself and letting go of certain opinions of others. Let me read the lyrics to you because I actually see something here with the Seven of Wands. This is my pile of people that have maybe had certain people project onto you within this lifetime, because what people see in your eyes is that you are bright like the sun. You shine bright, okay? And because of that, you've had certain people project onto you and project their own insecurities onto you, because there is a true beauty within your heart, within your soul, and within your, of course, physical appearance. People see a lot of beauty within you. But also, what I channeled the other day for this pile 3, I think it was a pre-recorded video, I'm not sure. But it's like you're so bright like the sun that you have so much healing energy, but it's bright and it burns bright, and it's like your light is like the sun, it burns bright, but it destroys all darkness around you, wherever you go. So sometimes when you interact with people energetically, you're sending light to them, because when we hug people, when we're around people, our auras intertwine and mingle for a little bit until we cleanse our auras and go home, and then it returns back to its original state. But it intertwines a little bit. So it's like your sun is reaching their darkness and burning it away. Even my voice is getting weird now. And then in that moment, maybe they think they're triggered by you, but they're not triggered by you per se. It's like you energetically burning away all darkness within them because you are filled with so much light. I mean, look at this Queen of Wands with all this fiery energy. And then it's almost like they take it out on you, or they project it onto you. So I'm also seeing, people may see within your eyes, you're releasing a lot within your sacral chakra. Maybe also the solar plexus, of things people have said to you or things people have done to you that was a projection based on their own insecurity within, where you're releasing what they have projected onto you energetically, and you're no longer claiming that, and you're realizing that this of what they said to me isn't me. It's coming from their own insecurities. So if you've had a lot of people project onto you, this is the energetic thing I see behind that. And with the Seven of Wands, I pick up on this energy of coming back to wholeness within, coming back to this true honoring of the self, knowing your worth, knowing your confidence within, regardless of opinions of outside people and what they have to say. So the song that she says, I'm looking back now thinking maybe I was wrong. I've been so out of place and desperate for so long. I wrote about it, think I made a billion songs, but nothing would ever heal the wound. And then she talks about coming home. She says, we got greens and cherry pie. Everyone ain't always nice. Well, that's because they love you right. And bitches bark when they don't bite at all. Coming home. I think I don't know if this is a Mandela effect, but I think there was something, or if it was another song of her, like, I'm the sweetest of them all, but some people don't like peaches. I don't know. And then she says in there, I've quit pushing me forward. Stop holding me back. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. I move at my own pace. Just leave me alone, because I'm too this and I'm too that. I'm too skinny. I'm too fat. I'm all good. Because where I'm at, I keep it moving. Oh, it is here. I'm the sweetest peach too full, but some don't like peaches at all. I'm too short and I'm too tall. Keep it moving. So she talks about, how society places, or people have placed these expectations on her, saying she's too this, she's too that. And what I feel is this feeling of like never feeling enough. Like, I'm too this, I'm too that. I'm the sweetest peach of them all, but you still don't like peaches. Like, what the F? It's giving me that vibe. Like, I'm coming back home to myself. I love me regardless of what other people say. Because I am enough. Like, I see you almost saying that to yourself. And burning away the chaos and coming back to inner peace within, regardless of the external chaos surrounding you. But you're like that sun that burns away the chaos. And you're like that sun that burns away all pain, all darkness, and brings the light. That's what people see when they look into your eyes in terms of your soul. I also heard alone but not lonely. I saw the shattering of illusions within your eyes. Okay. I'm hearing coming back to wildness. I don't know what that means. Okay, sacral chakra releases, definitely. That's from what people have projected, and you're releasing certain emotions towards yourself from that, learning to love your body, learning to love yourself. So maybe people see a journey of self-love and liberation from your pain, taking the chaos and turning it into wisdom, taking your pain and turning it into liberation. Okay. So I'm seeing something here about the moth. So again, transformation. I was seeing the movie Death Becomes Her. It's an old movie, but basically these two women, what they do is, I think they took a potion or something to make themselves young always, but then they realized they became immortal. And then I was seeing the vision of like them fighting each other, but then because they're immortal, like they can't die, even if like there was one scene where she blew a hole through her, I don't know how, like a hole in her stomach, and then she was still alive, and they're like fighting each other, but they're still alive even though parts of their body are falling off. So I get this vibe of immortality, like nothing can break you, nothing can truly break you, okay? And that relates to this card. But I'm reading about it here on Google, and it says here that the film's message is clear. We all age and there's nothing we can do to stop it, but it's important to accept ourselves for who we are, wrinkles and all. As the old saying goes, beauty is only skin deep. So maybe there's also something here about loving yourself as you age and not putting society's expectations on yourself of what you should look like or what you should be like, and just allowing yourself to be your authentic self in all circumstances and accept and love that version of you. Because I'm also seeing a message here of like realizing that we are here as humans, but this journey is, it's not forever. It's, we all grow old and we all die and we all return to the same place. And I see this kind of energy of you knowing this within your soul, knowing that this is not real, but it's real at the same time. Like, we are spiritual beings living in physical bodies, but it feels real and it is real, but it's also not real. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing anyone. Um, I like the sense of loving ourselves as we grow old, loving ourselves as we are, accepting ourselves as we are. I'm hearing a plane go by. So there's something here related to travel or moving forward, leaving the past behind and moving forward, or traveling. Maybe people see like a wanderlust within your eyes, wanting to travel the world, see everything in the world. And there's something about traveling to certain places in the world that you're drawn to and receiving past life memories there. That may even be related to the soul fragments I picked up on before. Like going to a place where you're drawn to, and then maybe you don't physically see the past life, but you return pieces of soul fragments. When you're there, maybe you heal something or you have a certain emotion come out related to those past lives, and then you return those soul fragments. People see that you're a lover in your eyes. People see that you're a truly romantic soul. People see that you're someone that inspires a lot of other people. People see a warmth within your eyes. Although you've been through pain, you're still this very warm and bright person. And it's like, although you've been through the pain, you liberate yourself from it and you remember to find the beauty and the joy within our daily lives. People see an independence within your eyes, this feeling of not being put into a box or labeled because you're very multidimensional. People see that maybe you're a little bit more of a lone wolf within your eyes, and that you can truly create success within your lifetimes from your passions, from the things you love, easily and effortlessly. But although the journey isn't always easy with the Five of Pentacles, we don't always have all the resources to create what we want. It's like you move forward even through challenges and you have this very positive outlook on life. That's what people see when they look in your eyes, a positivity. Although there is a sense of you going through pain in your lifetime and liberating from it, there's still a positivity, a joy within your eyes, a lightheartedness, a playfulness, this love for life and this romanticization of your life and the beauty within the small, beautiful things of being human. There's a love for animals here within your eyes, a love for nature, a learning to love being human, learning to feel at home on earth for those that have never felt they belong. And people see that you have not only had people support you, you have not only had people project into you, but you also have a lot of people silently supporting you, silently wanting you to go towards your best possible life and be the happiest you could be. Happier Than Ever is a song I'm hearing by Billie Eilish. People pick up on a wholesomeness within your eyes, like a caring for others, wanting to give to others. People pick up that you're a giver, that you're a lover at heart, that you're so romantic, that you truly want love, and that you may not have a big circle of friends. People may sometimes misunderstand you at first, think you're one way, but then realize you're another. Like they may at first think you're really extroverted, but then realize, okay, you actually have a small circle of people you really trust. but it's a deep type of love. And I'm seeing Alice in Wonderland when she eats the thing to get smaller and bigger. Something about that. So transformation again. And a journey, like Alice in Wonderland's journey. And the choice to see what truly makes us happy, to follow what truly makes us happy, what burns a fire of passion within us, and following that and following peace, protecting our peace. That's what people see when they look into your eyes. It's what people read from your eyes. So this is what I have for you, Pal 3. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!